Come make it through the night. With a little bit of luck. Come make it through the night. With a little bit of luck. Come make it through the night.
Hey, it is 10:10 and we are back in the building as always. I'm going to give y'all my disclaimer. Okay, and my disclaimer is I'm a little directional retarded. All right, we're gonna go from east to west, west to east, north to south, south to west. I don't know, just know that I'm giving you today's today's weather. All right, we're getting in today's weather. It is 10:10. All right. Okay, so let me get ready and get started for y'all. Here we go. Ooh. All right, it is Monday, May 12th, 2025, and today's weather is looking like this. 59 degrees right now, high 64, low 52, mostly cloudy. Oklahoma, 77 degrees. It is sunny outside, high 82, low 54. Texas, 79 at this moment, mostly sunny, high 88, low 47. Arkansas, it is raining in certain areas for the next hour or two. It is 69 degrees, high 72, low 60. New Mexico, it is 79 degrees, high 88, low 52. It is sunny. Arizona, 70 degrees. It is windy, high 73, low 48. Tennessee, chance of rain happening in the next couple of hours, but rain is probably already in your near future or already happening right now. It is 71 degrees right now, high 73, low 64. Illinois, looks like light rain work is happening all over for the next hour or two. It is 75 degrees, high 76, low 60. New York, it is 70 degrees, partially cloudy, high 71, low 57. Wisconsin, 78 degrees right now, high 82, low 45. It is sunny. Minnesota, it is 80 degrees right now. We have red flag warnings. It says these conditions, the red flag warnings, I'm assuming it has something to do with the air quality and things of that sort that is happening out there. It says plans on to last. It's a 9 p.m. You guys, this time in Minnesota. It is 85 degrees high, low 58. And at this moment, we're sitting at 80. I need you guys to be checking out your weather conditions and things in your areas out there in Minnesota because it looks like there's something coming, or if not already there. Ohio, it is 76 degrees right now, high 77, low 59. Next hour is a chance of rain. We got rain coming in next hour, Ohio. Colorado, okay. 77 degrees right now, high 81, low 47. It is sunny. Hawaii, it is cloudy, okay? Cloudy as it is blocking the sun some, but it is going to be a high of 82, low 73. At this moment, it is 74 degrees. Wyoming, 78 degrees. It is sunny, high 81, low 49. Utah, it is 79 degrees right now. It's windy and sunny. It's high 86, low 62. Florida, 78 degrees right now. It is cloudy, high 81, low 70. Georgia, partially cloudy, sun is out. It's 75 degrees, high 78, low 64. Indiana, it is 76 degrees at this moment. Cloudy outside. The suns will be appearing. High 77, low 60. And last but not least, on my route, it is Kentucky. It's going to be raining for the next hour and a half or maybe two. It is 73 degrees right now. It is cloudy outside. The sun is trying to peek through the rain clouds. High is going to be 73, low 63. And that is our weather across the U.S. globe. If I did not name off your state, please type into the chats. Let us know what the weather is like in your neck of the woods. Right now, for our traffic report over here in the East Bay area, the I-80 is a little congested going southbound. Make sure that you can find alternative freeways to get down going towards Tracy, Modesto, Central Valley area. If you're going towards LA, it's probably a good thing for you to take the I-5 on down on the coastal route because the inbound highways are a little packed, because everybody is trying to get back to where they needed to be this morning from their Mother Day holiday. I'm hoping that all of you guys had a great holiday the weekend. And this forecast and traffic report was brought to you by VRU.life, your number one melanated media space in the metaverse, creating all of your television and gaming productions. Looking for someone to help you build out your next game? Get on over to VRU.life. We are here for you to help you with everything that you're trying to get done. Okay, if you're trying to come up with a new production team to help you fulfill out your filming goals and projects, we are here for that as well. Check us out on VRU.life or VRULifefilms.com. With that being said, you already know what's finna gonna happen. We're finna gonna get into this commercial break one more time before we get into this news and entertainment. But you already know where you are. You are at Hot 102.3 radio show, the morning show. And we will be right back.
I bet you never tell them how it feels. I bet you never tell them how it feels. How it feels. I bet you never tell them how it feels. I'm confounded with the truth.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, welcome back. Thank you, her. Welcome back, y'all. Let me make sure I give you out all of my sponsors real quick. Give it up for VRU.life. Give it up for Meta Horizons. Give it up for the Meta Oculus Quest team programming system. And also give it up for Hers 24. Because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do what we are doing right now. So we got to make sure we give out all of our applause and our thank yous to our people because they are the bomb, okay? Bomb.com. And if it wasn't for them, then we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. With that being said, I am here to give you some of the latest tea. All right, the latest tea that has been sitting out here with us to put us in perspective of what the rest of the world is doing. All right. And right now, what the rest of the world is doing is looking at Ray J. Okay. He has been in the blogs as of the last couple of days because The Dream has been out on tour. With The Dream being out on tour, apparently he has brought Ray J with him, and Ray J has been putting out some ridiculous moves, okay? And The Dream is not really liking that, okay? He's not having that. He's just like, bro, what is you doing? what is you doing? He told him one, if I'm not quoting this right, re-quote it for me. He looked over and was like, oh no, y'all is not about to mess my song up like this. Because apparently, Ray J was sitting on stage eating hibachi. He was eating hibachi to Dream's song, okay? Dream turned over and looked at this man like, bro, that's not it. That's not it, my guy. I don't know what you got going on, but can you wrap that shit up? We about to put you the fuck up out of here. Yes, he looked like he was having a good time though. He was enjoying himself being out there in his black jumpsuit, being on stage in his element. Producers, managers, business managers, all that good stuff. Y'all make sure that your people are put together well before you let them go outside and represent you. Cause love Ray J to death, and all my melanated people that come out and showboat and act the fool like they supposed to. But we can tell when something ain't right, y'all. And in these comments, these people can tell something is not right with Ray J. Okay. They're not liking the fact that he is out here doing what he doing. Okay. You're not supposed to be doing it. You're not he we're not gonna get into what it was that he was doing. Just know that he shouldn't be acting the way that he acting with the way that he acting. Uh, and Ray J, you've been going downhill for a minute now, baby. I don't know what it is about you and your new relationship and all of the rest of that, or when you lost that girl or whatever it is, but you're gonna have to do something different. Give it up for my girl Daybreak that made it into the building once again. Y'all don't know who Daybreak is, but you will get to know who Daybreak is, okay? Because she is a sought after talent, okay? Gotta love my boo. You want to come up here with me today? It's just me. 95th is on break. He needed to handle some business. Come on,
Okay.
need to handle some business, and we are into the
Hello, everyone.
entertainment today. Hey, to my girl. Hey, to my hero. Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Um, what I saying? We was talking about Ray J. Being on stage this weekend. It felt like he was in his element. It felt like he was enjoying himself. It was just that we could tell that the man was not himself. Looking
Mm-hmm.
at his face. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
420 user, and I can understand when sometimes people can tell when I'm under the influence of 420. The man looked like he was
Mm-hmm.
under the influence of 420 or, some type of alcoholic beverage, and he was trying to get his groove
Right.
on and enjoy the time. But, as the
Mm-hmm.
blogs do, you can't do that. Because you go out there
Mm-hmm.
looking like that, they're like, oh, what's wrong? He got to be on some other type of drugs and all that good stuff.
Right.
Ray J, they've been trying to put you down since been trying to. You ain't gonna hold me down when I'm on the road, boy. You better get you better get yourself all back out there because they're not playing with you. And I'm glad that the Dream brought you on the tour with him for you to go and enjoy yourself because you ain't been able to be Ray J in a minute. Okay, so give it up for
Mm-hmm.
my boy Ray J because he trying. He trying, y'all. Try
Yeah.
with him. Somebody help him
Yeah.
put him in the right direction. And give it up for the
Mm-hmm.
Dream, okay? Dream, I ain't seen you in a minute. Why you play so much? Was it the Dream? Oh, you know what? That wasn't a dream. I'm a mess. That was not the Dream. Oh, Jesus, my bad. That was not the Dream. That was
Mm-hmm.
Lord Jesus, what's his name? Oh, I forget your name that fast.
I
Bobby,
forgot.
Bobby V. It was Bobby V. My apologies, Bobby. My apologies. I'm sorry. It was Bobby V. It was Bobby V, y'all. He was with Bobby
Mm-hmm.
V, not the Dream. I don't know why I'm thinking of the Dream. Maybe because I just seen, um, Nivea.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why I got
I hadn't
caught up
heard it.
with the Dream. I seen Nivea on something.
Yeah.
They was talking about her in the blogs, and that's why I done got stuck on the damn Dream. It's not the Dream.
Mm-hmm.
It's Bobby V. It's Bobby V. Shout out to Bobby V. My apologies for bringing out
Mm-hmm.
Ray J. All right, to your tour. You coming over here to our neck of the woods so we can see because I ain't seen you in a minute. Okay, because you had some jams too. All right. Um, what we got going on? Haley baby, the sisters. Man, do you remember when them two girls when them babies came out?
The twins,
Yeah, not
Haley
the
and yeah,
yeah, and her sister. Are they twins?
yeah. Well, I thought they were, but
I thought
no,
they
they're
were too,
not.
but I don't believe they're not.
Yeah,
One of them is older than the
they're
other.
not. Yeah,
Yes, but
yeah.
when they came out, it was so innocent. It was so
Mm.
sweet. It was so cute. It was like, oh, I like that. I like that for them. And then as soon as the
Right.
industry got them, they just
They just did what they normally do, but they talented girls. They very
they
talented.
are. But why did they have to turn them into sex symbols like that?
Well, and here's the thing.
Like
You
you don't
you
get to
you
keep your innocence at all when you go to Hollywood, huh?
yeah, and I just had a feeling when they first came out. Now this is just my opinion.
It's all
In the
right.
music in the
Right.
music industry, right? When you that good and you come out like a goody two shoes and you
They had
got
to
this
break them babies
all this
down.
talent. Yeah, and it was something to an element that I don't know if through their managers or not assistants, but their managers
Mm-hmm.
kind of push, which is could be their parents, that kind of push them to say, well, y'all need to do this talent. Somebody in the industry probably told them, if you want to make it to the top, just like
Right.
all these other girls, Sexy Red,
Hmm.
you got Cardi
You finna
B
have
and
to do
all.
something for it.
Right. You gotta show a little something in order to get yourself elevated. So that the oldest one, I think, is she's a little taller than
Yeah,
Haley.
what's
Yeah,
that's not Haley. What's her name? Chloe.
Chloe.
Yeah.
That's right. She's the one that I think kind of like mentioned it to both of them. Like, okay, if you want to do what Beyonce's doing, follow in her lead and just see. And then when she started to went from it's just like when they got on stage and it's just her.
Yes.
She had she had covered up, and then next thing you know, clothes off.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? It's like a strip show.
Yeah.
And she was doing all this gyrating her body, and she was doing all of this. I'm like, what are you doing?
Mm.
You were the good girl. Now
Yeah.
you just broke free and said, look at my chest, everybody.
Right. Yes. It's not. I mean, like you said, it's somebody influencing them to do this,
Yeah.
and that's crazy that they don't get to
Mm-hmm.
keep their innocence. Like we
No.
see them as youth, and then all of a sudden, it's like they done grew up overnight, and these babies is
Mhm.
20, 30 years old. I'm like, when did they get that old? They was just younger than that. What is happening? Why are we looking at them like this?
I
That's not
don't
how I
know.
remember looking at them. What did you do to them?
Me
I felt
either.
the same way about Megan Good when they did that to her. Ease Bayou.
Hmm.
From East Bayou was the last time she was in a youth forum. From there,
Right.
it's been nothing but treat her as she is a young adult that's out here
Hmm.
prostituting herself. Lord forgive me, but I have not been able to follow her no more since they did that to her. Like
Hmm.
it's just behooving me. Like, why do y'all continue to let these people do your kids like that when they get in there? Hey, there is a difference between adult TV and kids TV. And I mean, I know they're in their teenage years and stuff, but y'all putting these babies in roles of adults, and we don't get to see them as youth no more after you do that. Like when she
Hmm.
got put over and whatever that was, who was that? It was some type of movie where she was being prostituted out, and somebody's son or
Hmm.
something had got kidnapped, and she went to go help him. Was it Tyrese? Was it a movie with
Oh
Tyrese?
yeah,
Was that a
yeah,
movie with Tyrese? Was it
yeah.
what it
With
was?
Tyrese. Yeah, with the gameplay, the lead was a gangster of this group that was gonna it's ransom for his
Somebody kidnapped,
son.
yeah, son.
Yeah,
Right, right. Was that
his
Tyrese?
son. Yeah, yeah, that was
I'm
him.
trying to
Yeah,
remember. Right, yeah. So they put her in there to
something
be
with
that
money.
person, but that
Yeah.
was right after we had seen her as a young adult or a young child playing a kid who was being too fast. She went
Hmm.
from a child who was being too fast to being outside.
Right, right.
It threw
That's
me.
right. Yeah.
Look, her sister, the played her sister in East Bayou. She didn't do that. She didn't come like that. I don't think I have
Hmm.
seen her in anything like that. Period. Yet, even
Yeah.
as her being an adult at this moment. That's Smollett, the Smollett family, the
Yeah.
kids. Yeah, that's one of
Hmm.
the sister, the little
Hmm.
redhead. The latest movie she was in, she was somebody's mama, and she was
Right.
struggling, trying to move or something, and she
Hmm.
couldn't do it. You remember what that was?
That's a
Remember what
good.
I'm talking about? It's a movie
Yeah.
just came out, ain't it? Not too
Yeah.
long ago.
It's not too long. It's yeah, about like a
It was
year
she
ago.
taking
Yeah,
care of
something.
her mama and
Right.
her son or something like that, right?
Hmm.
Yes,
Hmm.
she did a really, really good job on it, and I like that. But I have not seen her in anything where she is half dressed, sex, any of that.
Right.
And I
And and
still can see her like that.
and we're talking about Megan Good, right?
No,
You just
Megan. I said I was talking about Megan Good. The way, okay, it came from
yeah.
Chloe and them. The way that they done
The Club
branching them
Clarinet.
out, right?
Yeah.
Then I thought about the fact that what made me think of them in that manner was Megan Good got done that
Megan
way as
Good.
well.
Okay.
But the
Yeah.
little girl that was in the movie with her, Ease by You, the redhead one, the
Yeah.
Smollett sister. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
The
the
with the
Jesse
curly
Smollett
hair.
sister, yeah, with the curly hair.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes, they called her
Yeah.
Red in that movie.
Right.
Um, she didn't come out like that. They didn't put her
Right.
out there like they put every other young person out there. I have not seen her in any type of sex movies or TV shows or any of that type of
Hmm.
stuff. Like I have not seen her have to do anything of that sort, but everybody else has.
Hmm.
So I'm just trying to figure out like how didn't she end up in the industry like that? But all of the other ones who came in, what it was.
See, and and here's the thing with that. Like someone said, especially certain
What's going on,
stars
Croom?
and
What's up with it?
females, hello, and especially some females, males alike, right? And just like Taraji P. Henson.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Taraji P. Henson.
Right.
She said
She
this.
came out with that blue grill. She said Beyonce has
Yeah,
acted
yeah.
up with that blue
And
grill. Yeah.
she kind of put it out there with sisters as if, where's our money? Where's our money in the income of the industry of in parts and where we're going with this. But here's the thing.
Right.
Taraji plays, not to say she elevates herself to a standard, but sometimes the parts you pick is what's going to elevate you or demote you
Yeah.
down from getting the next part. Now,
Right.
with some of these young girls, just like Chloe and all the rest of them, Haley is the only one that kind of stood out to say she's going to be the good one over her other
Right.
sister
Yes. You see, she
because
has not done it either.
right, of Little Mermaid, that took
Mm-hmm.
her far. But even though with the world kind of saying, yeah, we don't need a sister to play a
Well, when
mermaid
she
and all
came and
that.
became Little Mermaid, but then I think what threw her
Yeah,
off was the fact that
it was so controversial.
yes,
Yeah,
that and the fact that she had got pregnant
right.
right after
That's
she
right.
did it.
By
So that
by
that that threw
DDG.
them off. Right,
Right.
DDG.
S-
And he ain't
So
been no damn good example, Lord.
right. So it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. When it comes to young people and how we see them, right? And it's only pushing
Right.
them to that element. Just like you said, the young girl Red, the curly one of the Smollett
Yeah.
sister,
Mm-hmm.
she's
Mm-hmm.
she took her teen years and put herself in stuff. Now, I don't know if they pulled her out because of the parts, and some people feel like they can't get that elevation in the industry to where they came from in certain
Right.
parts. So it kind of moves their career a different level. Some people want to
Right.
be in front of the screen, some people want to be behind the screen. I get that.
Got you.
And it's just different positions in the industry on where they see themselves. And I think she was doing some writing and producing on the side, and that's the
Mm-hmm.
reason why she hasn't been like in the forefront
In the
of her
forefront.
character,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because she wanted to take the positive, I'm assuming, with her brothers, and say, well, if my brothers can do this, let's push my brothers and getting them into
Right.
the industry and playing on Empire and all of that. See, and it
Right.
elevated them. So she
Mm-hmm.
kind of expanded, families that
Right.
work within their siblings expand from the industry of other careers, which I understand, because a lot of kids through parents, they feel that their children, let's say if my son do this part, my daughter can do this part, then they just pushing their kids to the industry. But you have to be careful how
Right.
Hollywood can trick them up, because it's going to trick them up where they're going to
Yes.
feel like so entitled of themselves mentally that we want to see them like play some crazy erotic roles
Right.
and be like, what are you doing? You were this little, now you this big, and now you trying to take all off your clothes, and what parts are you picking?
Right, right. What is who's trying to pick these parts for you? And if
Uh-huh.
somebody is, baby, you need to
Right.
tell them that's
Because the
not
mom
what
and dad
you
ain't
want.
doing it. They ain't doing it. They ain't
Right,
picking them parts. They are.
right.
So it goes a little
Well, see,
too
the parents
far.
is the problem with
Hmm.
some of the industry, anyways. They're not watching
Right.
their kids and making sure that their kids are being put in the right positions and things of that sort.
That's
Like
right.
that's you got to make sure that your babies is taken care of when it comes to
Hmm.
this because these folks don't care nothing about your babies.
That's right.
When they put them in these positions, it's money and the look that they're looking for. But yes, give it up
Hmm.
for them because they have made a successful career. I am not knocking
Hmm.
that. I just wanted them to be able to stay within their reach. Like I could have swore that
Yes.
those girls was younger than me, but the way the vibe
Hmm.
out and the way they got them going out and the
Hmm.
way they outside is like they is about as old as I am. And I'm just like, no, don't do
Hmm.
them. Let
Right.
these people come in and stay young and continue to develop their years on and stop pushing them forward.
Hmm.
Um, but that was them. In other news, we got we got Carly B is out here responding to her beauty allegations after she went viral for not looking like our Carly B. Uh Apparently people said that it's not Carly B on these pictures. That
Hmm.
she keeps putting herself into. I'm guessing because she takes her makeup off when she wants to
Mhm.
for us to see it, and then she puts it back on, and it's just like, baby, you're beautiful without it. Why do you keep doing that and stuff? And
Right.
it's very confusing. Um,
Mhm.
I don't know. Well, I mean, from the pictures that I'm looking at, though, that didn't look like her face. It looked like they had added extra face onto her face. Like, oh, no, it
but
did
but you
though.
but you know what, on when it was on when she was on Love and Hip Hop, she was a very pretty girl. I knew
Hmm.
with who she was when watching her in Love and Hip Hop. Shout out to VH1 Love and Hip Hop that started the game.
Right.
They she was going to be the only one that was more colorful than any of the rest of them, right? She
Hmm.
really made it to the top more than the rest of them
She did
did.
what she was supposed to do. As far
Right,
as
right.
when you pull somebody up out the strip club and you don't go back. She
Hmm.
did that.
That's
I mean,
right.
she turned it
Right.
into something lucrative for herself.
Yes, right. And they knew that she wasn't going to be on the show too long
Hmm.
because of what she was coming from. And then to elevate herself in this rap career, she wanted to be in this new space on how she could move from that to getting to the top. And she knew her lane. And everybody wanted to follow her lane. Even through from yesterday, Zeus, they had their baddest Africa, and
Oh
her
my gosh, I have
sister.
not been watching any of this.
Yeah. Zeus is something else, y'all. If y'all got Zeus,
I
Zeus
know it.
is, woo,
That's
Jesus.
why I
It's
ain't
like
got it. It's just
it's a
it
low
bothers me.
ball of
It
yes.
it
But
bothers me.
yes, but it's so bad that her sister,
Her
her
sister's on
younger
there.
sister, yes, it's on there. She's 19, pretty girl. They all she's got her whole Cardi B's family. All of them are beautiful girls, and her sister's on there. And I'm like, oh my god! And she was like, she's trying to stay away from Cardi, and I think it's some beef between Cardi and Natalie. And Natalie said that Carter's been coming for her because it's like they trying to pull her sister on this side. And I know Carter's like, don't be doing my sister like that. Like,
Right.
she's not a baddie. She's a good girl, but she's trying to be as ratchet and crazy and
Hmm.
spontaneous and crash out at any moment. And she wants to fight like all the other girls. And I'm like, come on, y'all, don't do her like that. But Carter's looking out for her sister. And she's just told Cardi and her sister hadn't been conversating, and I guess that's where the drama is, and Natalie's trying to make that a scene for her. So it's like to
That she's
making
to
her.
be into it with her sister.
That's right. And I said this is not cool. We don't do this as young women, and young women, we already know, y'all, we can't be doing this. And just like Cardi said, she said it before on one of her lives. She said you got to know who the ones that's going to be for you and the ones that ain't, because she said she has eliminated so many people out of her circle. I believe it. We
Right.
got to
You
take a
have to.
pic. We have to take a page like and what Cardi does, because Cardi get on her lives. I feel like she does this in this mental space with her makeup and stuff, being removed.
Hmm.
She's trying to find herself, but she's really that good voice of reason,
Hmm.
even though a lot of people don't believe what she says. But she people feed onto it because she's about the positive. I
Hmm.
like that about her. She remains positive in a space for young women and how you should move in the game if you want to be a star, and how you need to move. You don't need to be doing all this yah. She ain't trying to be with the sexy reds and all of that. She's in her own lane.
Right.
She said, y'all follow, all women follow yourself. Know the ones on how you need to move. Don't be like other people. And just like she said, you don't have to be like me. This industry is more crazy than you think. And all these young girls want to be
Hmm.
like her. They really do. Honest to God. But it's just one of those things that, yeah, it's just we gotta just watch how we move, y'all. Just all these young women, because Carly, removing that makeup. I think she's just trying to find her own inner beauty, of
Yeah.
who she is. and
Right.
especially in her makeup. She's a pretty girl, but
Yes,
yeah.
yes, and then
Mm-hmm.
they throw this makeup on these stars and stuff, making it seem like there's something that they need, and it can't be natural themselves because people are looking for somebody to be glamified all the
That's right.
time. So when we
Mm-hmm.
actually see these people normal, it's weird. We're like, who is that? That
Mm-hmm.
ain't so and so, so and so. We ain't used to seeing them with nothing on their face. They don't even look right.
That's
They don't
right.
look right
Yeah.
because you're not used to looking at them in their natural beauty. You're so used to looking at them at this stuff that we done caked up on them to make them look like the image that you think that they should look like. That's not
Mm-hmm.
how the world works. So big
That's
ups
right.
for Carly B being out here and showing everybody what natural beauty looks like. Her, Summer
Mm-hmm.
Walker has been doing it lately.
Yep.
Kiki Palmer gets online with nothing on her face.
Mm-hmm.
She'll put the oil on. She already tells you that stuff breaks her out and it gives her, messes with her skin bad and stuff like that because it does. Majority of
Mm-hmm.
us has really nice skin before we start putting all this stuff on here, and you put all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff on there and it messes your skin up real bad. I've never been really
Mm-hmm.
a makeup fanatic. I put it on every
Yeah.
now and then. You feel me? When I'm going out and I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to be somewhere to be presentable enough to fit into whatever is happening
Mm-hmm.
in that room, but I'm not caking it. Literally, it's a small layer, some eyeliner, some lashes, and something on these lips, baby. That's all you getting from me. The rest of that, I'm not doing. Honey, this a photo. If we go, are we going to Hollywood onto the red carpet and
Mm-hmm.
I need photos going through a center spread? Then you got me. But other than
Mm-hmm.
that, baby, move out my way. I'm not one of the ones who sit in front of the mirror for 2 hours putting on shit on my face.
Okay.
That is too much time. I'm trying to go somewhere.
I'm the
I won't
same
get there if
way.
I got to sit there and do that.
Mm-hmm.
The hell, we're not going.
That's right. I'm the same
Yes.
way.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that right there, that right there, and we need to be and stop body shaming each other. That's a big thing in the
Mm-hmm.
industry. Body shaming
Oh
these
yeah.
folks. That's why Lizzo was a big thing out there for everybody when she was letting everybody know that, she didn't give a damn what you thought about her and her size. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. But she lost all that weight. She's
She
still
did.
going.
That was for
Mm-hmm.
herself.
Mm-hmm.
That was for herself, she said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Body positivity. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It was for herself. Hold on. So let's see. Hold on. What? Oh Lord Jesus, there they go with. We don't want. Nah, I don't want to tell y'all about that. Okay, okay. Tracy T. Y'all know who Tracy T is? That's Cash Doll's ex boyfriend. Okay, Cash Doll is a new and upcoming
Cash
artist. Has
doll.
been out for a
Okay.
minute. Dark skin, long hair. She
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
I
you
heard
know.
of the name, but it's
Yeah,
just some of these
yes.
girls I can't remember. I just can't remember
Yes,
who they
I
look
know
like.
it. She's not out there like that, but she is. She's been moving,
Uh-huh.
maneuvering around in the underground in the back scenes or whatever. But yes,
Mm-hmm.
Cash Doll, ex-man Tracy T questions how his ex-girlfriend Cash Doll already has a new man. Okay. And their
Okay.
baby is only 8 to 9 months old.
Oh.
She wanna
Mm-hmm.
know how she was out here able to get another man already and the baby ain't number 8 to 9 months old. Okay.
Okay.
Um It says, so he put a poll up. It says 8 months is too quick or cash don't need to wait. Here we go. Here goes some of the answers of the people in the eyes. It says, same way y'all get new bitches before the baby shower, but before the baby shower.
Mm-hmm.
He cheated, she upgraded. Simple. Somebody said she been with
Ooh.
Big Dog. The puppy ain't stopped barking yet. Okay. Bros, bro, she was a stripper. Why you get your feelings that invested in a stripper anyways? Boy, that girl grown.
Ooh.
Sierra been married 10 years. Her son was 6 months when she met her husband. These chicks move fast. These ain't old times. Better be intentional in how you move or watch her stories while you're with your kid and she's with the new dude. The
Mm-hmm.
audacity these men have is wow, why should she wait? Acting like a puppy. So apparently they're not taking
Ooh.
whatever he got going on well.
Mm-hmm.
They said that he is acting like a damn puppy
Wow.
by
So
barking
he.
up behind her and stuff of this sort. I mean, what do you think? How
Mm-hmm.
long do you think that you should wait before you go and be with somebody else after you break up with the last individual? You're supposed to wait a long period of time? How do you feel about that?
I and I'm just gonna be personal because I've actually seen it in
Yes.
my family.
Right.
I seen it in my cousin's side and just two of my other friends. They're like that. Shout out to them that They're both, all of them are married with good men. But here's the thing, when it comes to relationships like that, especially for young women who just broke up with the father of the child, and then now you're in a new relationship. To me, it's like this. They're going to be these guys, right? That's going to
Mm-hmm.
stand up
Mm-hmm.
to something that is deserving of that lady or young
Mm-hmm.
lady, whoever it is. Don't it don't matter if there was a child or no child. They feel like, let me get with this young woman or woman that is have this potential for itself, not because of the name and famous, her
Mm-hmm.
being famous and stuff. It's not,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I don't think it's that, because we see this on Love and Hip Hop, and how the relationships balance. It's just, you got these good guys who feel like they want to step up. These
Right.
young men don't care about that other baby daddy. You didn't step up to put a ring on it. Yes, you made her a mother first, than a wife.
Right.
And I and how I look at that is, to me, it's about how men are willing to step up and to take care of that family. Now, if that
Correct.
baby daddy is not willing to say, I'm not gonna, because of certain circumstance, and yes, that is my child with her,
Right.
I think the relationship is just too toxic for us. So he goes his way, she
Mm-hmm.
goes her way. But he can't get mad if some dude steps up and
Steps up.
wanna
Right.
and take over, in my opinion.
No, but
Because
how long do you think that you should wait after? I mean, let's say, let me give you an example.
mm-hmm,
Like in her instance, the baby
mm-hmm,
and her. I mean, this man and her probably ain't been not together for maybe 3-4 months. The baby is about
mm-hmm.
to be 8-9 months, and in the last 3-4 months, somebody else came into the picture. Was she supposed to push them away and tell them you need to wait a year or two so I can
I don't
figure it
look at it
out?
like
Or
that. I just think is that whatever the draws the heart fonder to,
right,
of how that person is loving, in love and with you. Because
right,
to me, timing is everything. She would need the help. She's got a new
right,
baby, and a man to take over for her with that.
right.
That's a good guy.
Yeah,
And to me,
right.
what if
Knowing
she
that
did
she got a
wait?
brand new baby.
Right. And here's the thing. What if she waited? And see,
Then what?
she's a
Right.
single mom by herself doing
Right.
this alone. Not like
Mm-hmm.
any other mother out there would do it alone, but it's just, there's
I
some
think that's what he
women want
wants. That's
that.
the problem. That he
Yeah.
wants her to be alone so that he can sit back
See?
and be like, oh, don't nobody else want her or something like that. And look, that's why she's still by herself. So maybe if it was vice versa and he had a woman already and she didn't, he wouldn't have a problem with it. It's the fact that he
Right.
ain't went and found another woman
And
and
what if
she has
she
found
felt a
another man
certain way?
already.
Right. And what if she felt a certain way about him getting with a young woman,
He
because
would have
just
a
like
fit.
months later? See?
Right. He would have a fit. You know he would. Cause
See?
I just left
It's
you. That mean
right.
you just left me or whatever. And this is blah blah blah. She would go off about it and he would be upset about, oh well, we didn't work out. Why I got to sit back and this is who
Mm-hmm.
I'm with now and blah blah blah. Yeah. So I feel like, I don't feel like people should hold themselves hostage from the rest of the
Right.
world. First off, you're
Yes.
in the
Yeah.
community. Okay, let me put it in my perspective of how I think about relationships and stuff like that, and I don't know why I think
Mm-hmm.
like this. This is just how I've categorized things. When you're married, there is a longer time for you to sit back and wait, because now
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to make sure that you don't mess around and get back into a relationship that puts you back into a relationship of that form where you're in it and you're stuck. There is no undoing it. The laws in between you and God are put in there. So it takes a while. It's supposed to take a while for you to sit back and reevaluate why the first partner that the Lord gave you didn't work. Now,
Mm-hmm.
when you're doing this in regular relationships, you're out on your own discovering. Okay. You have not told the Lord, this is my person. This is the Lord didn't give you this person. You found them
Mm-hmm.
on your own and you decided to put the situation together. And if it don't work, it don't work. You having to sit back and wait for a trial to try out the next person to figure out if that's your person. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I don't feel like there's a wait time in between there. Now that's not something that I automatically go out and do, because once I'm tired and I want to break. But some people
Mm-hmm.
don't. It's cool. They just tired of that individual. They're not tired of being in a relationship per se,
No
where
one
they're with
knows.
another
No
individual.
one knows each other's timeline.
Right.
Nobody knows a timeline in
And
love.
if somebody else
Like,
comes,
yeah,
I don't
and
feel like you
right,
should put yourself
right.
on pause and miss out on the blessing that the Lord could just, hey, you don't know if the Lord decided right after you got
Mm-hmm.
rid of that person, you're like, okay, all right, I just needed you to understand that was wrong. Here go your person. And
Mm-hmm.
then I'm like, I just got out of this relationship. So I'm like, no. And I'm going to avoid my person when the Lord just gave me my person right after. I'm not expecting that. You don't know when your person comes. But
That's
if
right.
you feel like that's your person, then
Mm-hmm.
you go and you figure it out. Like, you don't have
Mm-hmm.
a lifetime to be waiting to figure out who you want to be with for the rest of your life, anyways. So
Mm-hmm.
why are you putting these large breaks and terms on after I leave you, I can't be you can't be with nobody else for the next year or 6 months because
Right.
you need to be over me. Why? What makes you think I'm not over you today?
Right. And to me it's just in that stance, right? It's just I hate when these young fellas feel like if I break up with you, I'm gonna control who the next person you need to be with. Why are you
Right,
doing that and you not even with this person no more?
right,
You're not even with the woman. You need to respect her as a mother and her raising y'all's child
yeah,
together
right. Because where is you at?
because right, and because of her what if she done that to you? There's some young girls out here, I'll be
Yeah,
for real, they are controlling their baby daddy's relationships.
yeah.
That's fact. And I've seen it online, and
Mm-hmm.
especially in social media. Y'all baby mamas go over to the girlfriend's house or where
Mm-hmm.
he's staying at, and y'all want to knock and say, I need to see my baby. I need to pick up my baby or what else, stuff like that. And you want to get in her face because see, some of these girls are trying to control
Right.
his relationship with the new girl. I've
Mm-hmm.
seen that too. If listen, I'm like this when it comes to just young people alike because it's doing the most. You don't need that drama nor talk or the toxic like feelings and carrying feelings because of that. I'm telling this all fellas. If y'all gonna truly be with that woman, put a ring on it. Make her your wife, not a mother. That's just fact.
Right.
Because when you pull a child into it, it's creating more of the drama lingering on in control to saying, well, I can control this. You only control it remotely from somewhere else.
Right.
You don't know what she's doing, just like she don't know what you're doing.
Right.
And that's vice versa. Even you young women, y'all need to stop going over to your baby daddies, controlling all these
Yeah.
girls that are with them. I've seen the drama. It get into some fights,
Right.
the
Let that
DMs,
person
and
move
yeah,
on.
y'all need to move on. Your focus is the baby, those
Right.
kids, getting those kids' minds right. Because let's
Mm-hmm.
let's not forget, which I'm real big on this. These kids are watching all of y'all
Yes.
or everyone in the
Yes.
household. They watching every adult,
Everything you
and
do,
they're gonna
right.
right, and they're gonna carry their own adult life to mimic and mirror and have these memories of what my mom, dad, and my dad did back in the day, to having that same type of value, family value that you're putting on them. They're watching you. They're watching everything y'all say, what you do. You got babies crying, don't know who to go to, which adult. Y'all, they're always tugged in the middle. They're always tugged in the middle. And this is one of those stories. Cash Doll and her baby daddy is just controlling her remotely from somewhere else and saying, yeah, you don't need to be with him. He don't know her timeline.
Right.
Let her be with the good dude that's gonna take care of her. He's just jealous
Right.
because dude stepped
She
up.
done moved on, but you were just sitting there saying that you didn't want to be with her. You don't want to be with her, so why do you
See,
care who she's with?
see, that's just what I'm saying.
That's
That's what
just
I'm
crazy.
saying. Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, it is. So,
Mm,
ladies, gentlemen, please, if somebody is telling you that they don't want to be with you and they want to
hmm
move on, please stop begging folks to stay and
Yes.
deal with stuff that they don't want to deal with. They're telling you for a reason. They don't want to deal with it, babes. It don't matter
Mm-hmm.
if they change their mind. They only doing it to spare your feelings, and because they don't want that. They're one of those individuals who don't like to make people feel like they've been left, or whatever
Mm-hmm.
sympathetic thing you are doing. Stop doing it. Stop doing. Okay, because if they wanted to be there, then you wouldn't be having to
That's
beg and
right.
plead with them to be there. Okay, they'd be going. They
Mm-hmm.
would do what they're supposed to do. If they don't, they don't. If somebody says they're leaving, they're leaving. I know a lot of people don't like that, and it makes them feel some type of
Right.
way that
Mm-hmm.
people aren't following behind them. They're not begging them to stay and things of that sort. They do that to test people out.
Mm-hmm.
That's very unhealthy. Okay, very
Right.
unhealthy for us as human
Mm-hmm.
beings to be doing that. And heartbreak is a killer. Okay, there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people who have died from being heartbroken. All right, so let these people go on and heal and move on. The earlier you do it, the better. Okay. Don't wait till later
Mm-hmm.
on and then be trying to tell these people you don't want to be with them or you don't want to be bothered with them after you've wasted half of their lifetime. That's not
Mm-hmm.
okay. Tell them when you feel like it, whether they don't want to hear it or not. Don't be afraid to tell people how you feel. That's why we stay in these long to I don't even know what to name the relationships that y'all don't want to be a part of, but stop staying and then putting up with stuff that you don't want to be put up with. If you don't want it, you don't want it. And if
Mm-hmm.
you got something you feel some type of way about it, oh well, that person has the right to do what they want to do and move on if they want to. They don't have to be with you if they don't want to. Okay, so keep your personal
Mm-hmm.
opinions about how they moving with their life to yourself. That's how they
That's
feel.
right.
Go
That's
on about
right.
it. Now, if they ain't dogging you in the streets, we don't need you dogging them in the streets. Let's be
That's right.
positive. Move on. There's enough
Yeah.
community out here for you to find somebody to love you the way that you want to be loved and treat you the way you want to be treated. And with that being
Mm-hmm.
said, we finna take a small commercial break with y'all, and we're gonna come back with some more drama because in the news right now, the game is back in it with some nonsense, y'all. We'll be right back. This is Hot 102.3 Radio Show.
Let me get a
Yes, how
drink
was your
right
Mother's
quick.
Day? Well, you ain't got no
Happy
kids. What
Mother's
was you? What was your?
Day.
Did you go and spend time with your mom?
Yes, yes. I did.
Yes,
I got her a present. Um, I cooked her her favorite meal, Chinese
yes. What I'm
food.
talking about. Yes, ma'am.
So she enjoyed it yesterday,
Yes,
and
she
she
did.
ate it almost
Yes,
all up. So she was good. I took care of it and everything.
that's
Yes,
great.
yes, yes.
That's so
Because I
good.
surprised her, and she didn't even know about it. She didn't even know.
Oh, are you an only kid?
Yes, I
Okay,
am.
so yeah, that
Yeah,
was very
yeah.
special, man.
Yeah, because she didn't even know that I was gonna do all this stuff and I was gonna bring food. Because I told her, I said, don't cook
Right?
nothing.
Don't
I
cook,
got
mom.
it.
Right.
So yeah, so I came over there yesterday. I brought like 12 something because church had left. They were out early because it was Mother's Day, and they know
Okay,
people want to be time with their mom for with their mom. Mama don't usually go on Mother's Day on Sundays because of her losing her own mother. My grandmother.
got you.
So I highly understand that, but she's still battling that because my
Got you.
grandmother passed 6 years ago. So
Got you.
it's somewhat fresh to her,
Got you.
but it's kind of hard. So I said, Mama, I said, don't worry about cooking because she didn't know what she's gonna eat, and I said, don't worry
Got
about
you.
it. I got it. So here is what I did, James. I cooked her all the food, and I started air frying everything and cooking everything. And she got a whole plate of stuff. I had 2 plates of stuff. I got her a pie, like a cheesecake pie kind of thing. She never had it before. She really, really enjoyed it. And then she's gonna have some for lunch today because she had more
Yes,
left over.
leftover. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So
That's
she
what I'm
really
talking about.
enjoyed it. She said it was so
Yes.
good. Yeah. So I fixed her
That's
up. I
good.
put her
I'm
up
glad you got to
yesterday.
do something to make her happy. They don't.
Hmm.
Most people don't be understand. It's just simple stuff. We don't be wanting a whole lot of parents. Shoot,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
show me that you love and appreciate me in any form, that fashion that you think of. That's what I was telling them kids yesterday when I was
Hmm.
online. I kept. I was online for just a second to see if any of the other people was gonna jump over in that purple rain thing. But when I was
Oh
in there, I
yeah.
seen so many people, kids. I'm like, did y'all go spend time with your mom today? They must
Right.
no, not yet. Well, I was we finna go somewhere or do something. Did you tell her good morning? Did you give her a kiss? Did you make her a card? Did you ask her if she
Right.
wants some breakfast? Did you
Uh-huh.
ask her if she thirsty? Did you help her socks and shoes on, anything. What are you doing on the headset?
They're right.
Then I was like, oh, we're gonna get to it. Did your mom say they just want you to leave them alone? No, then you should be in here volunteering to do something. Did you clean up
Right.
today?
Something.
Okay. I told my child that my gift from his ass. I said my gift from you is today for you to go and take your half grown ass in there to go take a bath. He looked at me
Yeah,
like,
what did you do? What did you do yesterday?
I laid in my bed all day. First time I laid in my bed.
Really? Yeah, that's what they.
I'm always
that's
up
what
in the
they were
chair
saying.
working.
All mothers need a break. I knew my mom needed a break. That's why I was over there for a while, and then I just left her alone. So yeah, because I know she was eating the food, and she said she really enjoyed it. I said, good.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
good.
girl. Yes, girl. I laid in my bed all day.
Yeah.
My mom was over here and she was cooking and stuff like that with me. And shit, I fell out on her a couple of times. I put some time with her shit. She was like, "Girl, you was fine as long as I can. You can resting and you enjoying yourself. I'm fine with it." I'm like, "All right, I'm very, very, very appreciative." Because honey was tired as hell. First day I just laid in the bed all damn day. I did a little bit of work. I did edited a couple of scenes or whatever, and then I put it down and left it alone. I'm like, nope, you ain't gonna do it today. Relax.
Right.
Watch TV. I don't even know what's on TV. I was watching, catching up on BMF and Raising Canaan and a couple other things. I just going through TV. I'm like, this is on here. Oh wow, let's play this. Let's play this. I'm just playing stuff just to be playing here. I don't even watch TV. I got all of these subscriptions that I'm paying for all these channels and don't watch them. This for the kids most of the shit. I have ways to watch TV. This is a full-time job being in here and trying to keep this stuff rolling to make sure that, you know, the businesses keep an income, and I'm learning new things to teach the kids to be able to get in here and teach themselves how to code and to do whatever it is that they want to do, you know, just want to give them a new skill on how to do something different. So I've been running myself rapid, but I did that. I laid down. I plan on after I do this today is get the hell out of this chair and go sit the fuck down too. I gotta put myself first. They say. I be very overwhelmed with the daily task of being a mom, making sure that the kids get to school, get out of school, get homework done. It's you do what you're supposed to do. Read me some books. Are you learning? And then on top of that, I'm trying to make sure they're learning and focus, and then focus on myself at the same time. This and everybody else around me a lot. So yesterday, I love the fact that I didn't worry about nobody or nothing.
That's good. That's good. As long as you get that break that you need, because you must have accept it down, because you may never get it back again.
Yeah, do you hear me? You don't know what it is. Got out of my bed today and was like, well, there you back to your regular. It's time for you to go get yourself together.
And do what you need to do.
Yes. Do what you need to do. Right. Right about that.
Yep. That's right. But yeah.
Okay, girl, you can cut us off. You be abrupt with stuff because you slow it down, and then so we know you finna come to a halt. Jesus, it's horrible. Yes. We were just sitting over here wrapping it up about our Mother's Day holiday. I hope all of you guys had a great holiday. You know, you only get it once a year, even though you're supposed to be celebrated all day, every day, everyone,
every year,
not just you know, not just the mothers, the fathers, the children. I mean, we pick certain days to do this, but celebrate the fact that you guys are all alive here, healthy, and stable together in some point, in some type of way. Okay, you got something together. You might not have everything that you want together, but you got something together to keep yourself moving. Continue to motivate yourself to get to where it is you're trying to get to. Get there and sit down. Okay, that's what you need. That's what we want to do.
And happy belated Mother's Day to all mothers that are listening, watching, and all of y'all's moms and moms that have passed on. Happy belated Mother's Day. Yes,
that's right. That is right.
Yes.
Hold on 1 second. I think we got an inbound call coming into the office.
Yeah. Happy belated Mother's Day to grandmothers, great grandmas, all of y'all great mothers. Y'all hold it down for us children, and just elevate us to keep going and keep going. That's what we need. We need good strong moms. Our moms hold it down just like our dads that try to hold it down. Yes, we need parents in children's lives. Yes, to see where we need to go in life. That's what's important. That's what's up. So, but yes, yes, shout out to all of y'all. I hope everyone had an awesome Mother's Day yesterday with your moms. Like my mom, she didn't want to go visit the tombstone of my grandmother, and
Mm-hmm.
including my dad of his mother, my grandmother that passed. But yesterday was just hard for them, so I just gave fixed them a little food, Chinese food for my
Right.
mom, and my dad got some of it yesterday. So but yeah, he just got a little bit off her plate, but he now he wants something from what I cooked.
You already know
So
next month it's about him, they said.
so I got to do it on Father's Day.
Yes, you do. You gotta make sure you set him up, okay?
I got to do it on Father's Day.
Girl, go and
Gotta
get
get
one of
his
them big
own
old
food.
huge baked potatoes with some broccoli and
Mhm.
cheese and a
Mhm.
steak,
Mm.
okay? Papa will be just fine. Do you hear me? He ain't gonna ask you for
Mhm.
nothing else.
Mhm. He gonna be eating good. Gonna be eating
Stuff
good
it.
Sunday.
Yes. Stuff it. Okay. Yes. Speaking of men and holidays coming up, the game. I don't know if you're gonna be all right for Father's Day because right now it says the game just lost his California mansion after
Uh-oh.
a long legal battle with Rainey, who took him to court over serious accusations from years ago. It's finally caught up to him. So apparently,
Mm.
the game has been forced to sell his California home to satisfy a $7 million judgment. According to the court documents obtained and viewed by Complex, a judge approved the sale of his Calabasas mansion to help fund the judgment in the amount of $7,130,100 that
Mm.
Priscilla Rainey won against him in November of 2018. If the proposed sale of the dwelling is likely to produce a high bid enough to satisfy the homestead exemption and any outstanding liens and encumbrances senior to the judgment, creditors lien while still leaving some amount available to satisfy even a part of the judgment creditors lien, then the court must grant this application for sale. So
Mm.
they selling his home. It
Wow.
says this means that if selling the home would leave any money left over for the person owed money, the court has allowed the sale.
Mm. And I
Yeah,
think he
so
just had a newborn by a young girl he was with,
yeah,
something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
a young woman. He just a new baby.
See,
Yeah.
oh, hold on. I didn't know about all this extra information right here. It says, Rainey sued the game back in 2015 and claimed that he sexually assaulted her while filming the VH1 show She Got Game. Instead of fighting it in court, the
Oh
game
yeah.
decided not to show up to enough of the court dates, which resulted in the judge ruling in the favor of Rainey. Gang was ordered
I
to come
remember
to
that.
court to justify that his mansion shouldn't be sold to satisfy the debt, and he didn't. And so that's how this is ended up right there. It said the mansion is currently on the housing market for $4 million, meaning that he still owe her $3 million if he sold it at that price. The game has made it clear that in the past he doesn't plan on paying her anything, regardless of the ruling.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there we go again with the
He's
court
yeah.
proceedings and all of the stuff that these folks keep doing and getting on VH1 with all this drama. Like y'all don't already know that they setting you up for this. And that man
Mm-hmm.
sexually assaulting somebody. Somebody, hey, I'm not saying that these people aren't doing that. It's just boggling me. It's a
It's a
really
lot.
it's it's a really hard thought process to put yourself
Mm-hmm.
in when these people have this type of money. Why do they need to take anything from anyone? When
Right.
there's
Yeah.
so many women out here willing to just throw it at them. We watch them
Mm-hmm.
do it every time
Mm-hmm.
they come outside on social media, everywhere. We're watching these women throw themselves out there to these people that y'all are
Mm-hmm.
saying just took it from you. Why would they just
Mm-hmm.
take it from you when there's so many people out there throwing it to them?
Mm-hmm.
How can you make this make sense for me?
It's listen. It's just some of these girls now.
It's
It's
really
like they
hard to
did.
believe that they're doing
It,
this stuff to these
yeah.
people when there's so many
Yeah.
out there just giving it away.
Yeah. Here's one example with that. Similar to that, and similar to the Smoking Robsons is a different because that's
What that
work
come
at
on
yeah
now?
yeah, that was a work relationship. But according to
He
the
could have got
details
it
of the
from
court,
anybody though. Why would he get it
right?
from the
Court,
maid?
yeah, when it came to for what's done in the 4 walls is totally different. It kind of reminded me of the Chris Brown thing when he was in UK, and some girl from Paris said that uh he sexually assaulted her. So the lawyers, and I think he had four at the time. This was
Mm-hmm.
way back then, like was it 2017, 2016, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
When he was over there, he was at a house party. They said some of the people around him knew that this girl was trying to push up on him, and then all of a sudden when he rejected her, she felt a certain type of way. Now she's
Right.
a Parisian. She went back to Paris, went to their legal, like in their
Right.
police proceedings, decided to file a case against Chris Brown since she traveled back to Paris, and now suing him for sexual assault. And the lawyers laughed at it because they said the timeline of the people, all the people that was at this party after he did a
Mm-hmm.
show in UK, they said
Mm-hmm.
she acted kind of like, oh, like want to touch her, like, oh, Chris, I really like your jacket, and he's all up in her, all up in his face and stuff, and she just really pushed, like you pushing it, you
Right.
really trying to give it up and
Right.
trying to get him to bite that bait as if, what about me, looking at me in a corner like,
Right.
do you really want to do something and stuff like that. And he just like, man, get out of here. And and here's one thing. People said she was acting funny. He kicked her out. He
Right.
kicked her out of the party. This was late after midnight when they did a show, and all these entourage and
Mm-hmm.
all these people was around. He in the story, he kicked her out. So she got mad, went back to Paris, sued his ass, and said sexual assault. That the lawyer, including the people when she was trying to get a lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
she couldn't even get one. They said, girl, you got too many holes in your story. And they said
Right.
even the friends, when they investigated, the friends of his entourage said she's the one that wasn't doing nothing. She said there was no sexual assault because he never put her in a private bedroom. So what are you
Right.
talking about? And it's like, that's why they said you don't got no case. You
Right.
don't have one. All these people that saw you there, they knew what you were trying to do. You try to push up on him.
I'm just trying to figure out how they did
yeah.
that with okay, so like you just said that all of them people were sitting right there. So how is this woman over here getting paid $7 million when she's on a set of with nothing but cameras? They're there 24 hours a day on that show. They don't move
And
out of that mansion. So who didn't see you
right.
get or
So here's the thing. I remember the show, I just never watched it. I
right, me
heard
either.
yeah, long time ago. Like he would have those private moments,
Right.
and this is just when the cameras are off and when they film the women
They
and all
start
the,
filming in the beginning of when they finna gonna have their
that's right.
private and then they cut it off.
And then they cut it off. So when the cameras were not rolling, it's not like these young girls, y'all knew
Where
what
are
kind of
you
guy
hiding
he
though?
is.
Because you got to come on, tell me. Where do you
Right.
think that they hiding in this mansion and everybody is here with him? When is he got the chance to do that? If he got a group full of girls who are after him, when was you able to have him at any point in time by yourself?
And I said that's the thing. And I just think some of these girls feel like, let me figure out something that I can
How to
something
get some money.
Yes. And it's because they knew who he was. They saw money, took the advantage, sue him, boom. And now I got something.
That man, hey, Lord Jesus. The crazy part about it is that these people think that these people have this money on them just because they have a net worth of that amount. Does not mean that's the cash value. That's what you should be looking for. What is the cash value of these celebrities you trying to hit? Their net worth is that because they have things that are put up, CDs, stocks, right? Stuff that they've invested in, property, assets. That's what's making them worth $90 million. Cash wise, they probably ain't got $9,000. The fuck are you talking about? None of that is. They get shit for free. Please believe me. Things are staying on for them, and the jury and all of that shit that they keep getting. These people are getting publicity from these celebrities to give them this shit. So they don't always pay for the shit that they walking around in. Them clothes, if you didn't see what Beyonce was doing, how many other people do you think was doing that same thing? Sending full fucking wardrobes to people's houses. She sent her entire collection line to those people's houses. How many other name brands do you think is doing that? Why do you think these celebrities get all of these damn clothes and shit from? Somebody is sending it to them. They is not spending their money on that shit off top when they first come into the labels. Yeah. They're broke as fuck. And it's how's they getting all of this shit? Somebody's sponsoring it, right? They ain't worth the money you think that you're trying to get out of them.
And you know, it's kind of remind me of the Jay-Z thing. Just like that young girl, she said she was 13 that was tied to Diddy, even though Diddy's case is today. You know, his case is
that girl been on his ass. Now. What's that girl that's been on Jay-Z ass? What's her name?
Yeah,
she's
I forgot.
Whatever, she been doing podcasts and all type of shows and shit for the longest, and they were trying to kill her.
Yeah, and Jay-Z is suing her lawyer and her
because she's been talking about him for years.
Bringing down his whole entire empire, his brand, and his name, because you trying to come for a billionaire, this rapper producer guy of his own name. Jay-Z.
They've been ignoring her but she's been saying that shit since before she even left him. Secretly going online and telling folks, hey bro, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm finna show you. Listen to this. Look at that. And they keep blocking everything that she's trying to put out there. Now I kind of believe her. Because they know you can't be that damn crazy for this many years straight long. You stayed with the same story. She ain't changed that motherfucker up once. Ain't no way that she's still saying that man was beating the fuck out of her while she was working for him. And I believe it because he said, look, why you think that Solange was in that damn elevator the way she was? Okay, everybody still trying to figure that out. That nigga look innocent, like he won't do shit. But look at the people he hang out with. He got anger issues.
And it looked like he's untouchable. Like you can't touch me.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm worth more than.
I'm too smooth.
Close to Tesla. You know.
I'm trying to figure out why you think money make you worth shit. Did it give you some type of shield?
It's almost like there's a protection that I can pay for a crime. I can pay my wrongdoings. And some men are like that. They think, let me just pay it off to settle. Like, here's your hush money.
Right.
Shut up. Don't get in the public.
Go about your business.
Don't do interviews. Take it. Just like Diddy did Cassidy. You know, $30 million settlement. But now
Cassidy did that to herself. I gotta believe that. Right. I believe she did. She took it because she could have said, "Hell no, you got me fucked up." I thought, what you done to me? I don't want that.
But here's the thing. Now these federal lawyers this week putting her on the stand to tell her she got to tell the story.
Tell the story. So I feel like that's crazy though. You should have been in the inside though. Like if a motherfucker is mistreating you and you already on the inside and you with them, bitch, give me my money right fucking now. If that's what you there for. If that's what the fuck you there for. I would have been so close up under his ass. Yeah, you show swinging and I'm in every bank account. Every time you open up a checkbook, nigga, I'm in it. I done wrote myself a couple of millions off. But by the time I left, you wouldn't have to worry about me suing you for shit because I've been and grabbed every goddamn thing from up under you. Y'all are right here. If you fucking this motherfucker, that means you got access to a whole lot of shit. You should have been taking down bank accounts, credit cards, all of that. Because you're going to have me fucked up if I'm sitting in here dealing with this. You stayed there for years with that. And you couldn't, you didn't get nothing on your own. You didn't take nothing from him.
And she tried during her time. That's why the lawsuit is just like this 30-page lawsuit of every detail of all the control that he did to her.
Girl, I would have been robbing that man left and right.
She could not even access none of his stuff. And she says, well, since we're not together, let me sue you. For all this time you had run me through and you passed me on to other guys during your freak offs and you know, doing all this other stuff with the baby oil.
I feel bad for her, but I don't. I do you should have got way more out of that. Ain't no way you sitting there. That's what I be trying to figure out. I feel
so bad for her though.
You sit here with the mistreatment. That ain't shit. That ain't nothing for your life. You can spend that today.
$30 million.
They go your land and your house. That's it. You
Yep.
sat there and endured all of that for 30 million. I hope it keep you alive for the next 30, 40, 50 years for that 30 million, because like I said, during that
But
time, if I'm going to take
dangerously,
that type of abuse, I'm robbing your ass
but
the entire
dangerously,
time.
come on. Diddy just wanted to pay her to shut up. Like
And she
look, take the 30 million,
should have
shut
knew
up.
better. Where was her
Yeah.
parents?
Ain't
Jesus,
no
do nobody
telling.
have parents anymore? They
That's
just
what
let the
everybody was
kids go
wondering. And you let this guy do all this to you in a
to your
freak off?
child. What
Horrible.
you didn't know
Horrible.
nothing about this with your
Mm,
child? She
mm,
was
mm.
young when she started with him.
I know. Like
Where's the
19, it's 18,
parents?
19. Yeah.
Yes, like what
18.
the fuck?
Because it went under a label and he like, I got her. I'm gonna make her big and everything.
And I
Little
apologize.
did
I will
they
put
know
their asses
that
along
was
in
the
this trial with them.
girlfriend. Hmm. Just like an R.
Yes,
Kelly
they
thing
knew
with
it.
the Leah.
They just didn't say nothing.
See? Yeah.
Right. And these other kids who ended up with exactly just like Aaliyah and whoever else. I
Hmm.
forgot. It was some other young girls who'd been with these artists or whatever. And it's like, oh,
Yep.
blah, blah, blah. Stop blaming
Hmm.
the artists for the nonsense that the parents are allowing. Because how did that fucking
Hmm.
child get that contract without a parent or some type of legal guardian signing off on it? Half of these people weren't even adults when they started with these celebrities. They became adults under them. Same way with Justin Bieber. Who gave their child to that man? Where was his
His
parents?
parents. His parents.
Shoot.
And
Who else did
then
they
the
say
industry,
got dropped off at Diddy house as a
yeah,
kid?
and then the industry just kept him and then controlled every move he did. That's all
Is
they
the
did.
parent still alive?
I'm sure it is, yeah.
See, that's
But
the
it's the
problem.
relationship. See, the relationship between his parents and them is like it's kind of misleading
Did they
because
get paid?
I'm sure he did. I'm sure they did.
That's what I'm trying to
When he
figure out.
was
The parents
little.
getting paid on the
Yeah,
side too?
yeah. According to how they manage their kid, because most parents are managers to their
Right.
children, like watching them where they go. But here's the thing: when he became a teen, you over Diddy's house. Okay, miss me with that one.
Right. He got a bedtime. These are the hours that my child will be here. I will be here with him.
And
I don't
the
give a damn.
freak offs.
Where is the daddy?
Offs. Oh
Nobody.
my God.
Like, you don't know that's what's happening? Your baby never said nothing?
As a mother, I'm watching my child figuring out where he's going. You are not going on to a grown man's house party. No.
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 You ain't paying me enough motherfucking money
And they
to do
having
what?
freak offs at the after party? Oh no.
Yeah, no, bring me my child. No, and first off, my child wouldn't have been there by itself. I would have been there too. And excuse me, half these people ain't parents. Excuse my language. I understand that y'all ain't parents. I'm telling you that to your damn face right now, because ain't no way in hell that half of the shit that is happening to you guys as kids and they're just not coming out as adults, that you will sit there and you allow these adults to do to your babies. You are part of the problem. I'm sorry to say it, and ain't nobody else saying it to you. But I'm finna tell you to your face right now. You are a part of the problem. Please stop putting your babies in these predicaments.
Right.
It ain't enough money in the fucking world for you to recreate that child again. Do you understand that? And the shit that they have to go through all of their life, that's a whole lot of money you finna waste on therapy. Okay? Because they don't understand how and why it was done to them. So now they finna go out into the world and create more beings and still not understand why and what just happened to them.
It's so many things. It's just so many y'all just don't know. This industry is brutal. Every young kid has said that. From Miley Cyrus, Justin Bieber, Michael Jackson even said it. It's just brutal. It's brutal to kids in any industry and where you go in acting,
they try to
singing.
throw him under the bus too, shit.
Yeah, and comedy. It's just if you really want your child to make it to the top, you have to engage into their life. You can't throw them to the wolves and let the wolves have them. You know what I'm saying? It's just you don't know those wolves and what they're going to do. Right. Like how they believe your child should move. They're trying to see your child elevate, and they're gonna put that child in a wrong space that you're not gonna agree to it, is what the industry says, because you see dollar signs. And just like the show, all that is I know we're coming off topic, but all that is really the best example. All those kids and their parents just felt so bad that these producers, all of them majority men, having like not private times, but kind of being manipulated by other producers that they're wanting private time with your child.
Mm-hmm.
With your child. And they
Shit, the
didn't even
adults don't
know
even
it.
want to have private time with him. Did you see what Terrence Howard said to my Diddy said he
Oh
wanted to have some
yeah.
private time? He was like,
Mhm. With your child. That's scary. And as a parent, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes because you feel that these producers, executive producers, they said they're in our hands, they're in good hands. We got it. Because of
damn,
what?
damn lie.
You saw dollar signs. And parents that see dollar signs feel like, is it my child or dollar signs? Child, dollar signs. They're gonna go to the dollar signs because that will get them a bigger house, pay off some stuff,
Right.
help get new cars, stuff like that. It's a lavish lifestyle, but
Mm-hmm.
under your child's stardom. And as adults, we all gotta watch kids because they're watching us, and these kids, like all of them are adults now, they're tormented of all the years they were with adults doing justified things to them that they didn't know. Well, I didn't know this is this, and my body is this, and what needs to be seen, and how to make fun of a child that we don't know. But in a child's eyes, it's comedy to them. Adults' eyes is more manipulative, and it's like it's disrespectful. But we're doing this to our children. And it's got to stop. That we need to stop making them like little pawns as if everything is for show. We like to see talent through kids, yes, but it has to be in the right hands. And some of these kids is just as talented, and you want to push your child into stardom. I agree, but sometimes this whole Hollywood industry is a bad thing. You got to go to the right people, not the wrong people, and learn how to elevate yourself into certain parts of stardom and where it needs to go from there, because that's where it starts from. But parents need to always be engaged. Never leave your child. Never have your child be with
Oh, you put
some
some ice in
random adult. Yeah, you don't want to be with a random adult. That's crazy because you don't know what that adult will do. And then they'll say, I'm your parent. That's not your mom and dad. I'm your mom and dad now. Someone that took your child's mind and making them theirs. All these young kids that we seen growing up, went through drug addiction, alcohol addiction, mental breakdown
Yeah.
because of where they came from.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. Yeah,
It is.
gotta
That's
be
crazy.
careful.
Well,
Hmm.
hey, y'all, yes, please be more vigilant in what it is that you got going on out here. Speaking of being vigilant on what you got going on out here, that case with Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez has been going on for a long
Oh
time now.
yeah.
About he was supposedly shot her in her foot. I don't
Hmm.
know if that's what happened or not, but latest news, Tory Lanez was just trying to get out or whatever, if I wasn't mistaken, because they
Right.
said that they didn't
Hmm.
find no evidence about any of whatever was happening on
Yeah,
him
10
specifically.
years.
Right.
Hmm. Hmm.
But recently, Tory Lanez is currently in critical condition after being stabbed in the prison on Monday morning. Oh, well, this morning actually, he was
Wow.
stabbed this morning. And
Mm.
he's in he's at a hospital. He
Oh
was
my.
stabbed thank you. He was stabbed by another inmate while in the yard of the
Excuse me.
California Correctional Institute of Tabachi. And he
Hmm.
was rushed to a nearby hospital. They spoke to a member of his team who confirmed that he is currently in critical condition, and they will keep us updated. Prayers out for this man or whatever. He been trying to get out for a minute. I don't know who team on what team in there, and the notice had to do with somebody, because otherwise, why you stabbing this man?
Right.
If that was a dumb move, you ain't gonna get no money out of him by stabbing him.
Can,
You
can,
I mean,
can I ask a question with that?
yeah.
Do you think he was? I don't want to
What?
go this. I don't want to do
What?
it. God forgive
What you
me,
finna say?
please. Dangerously, just follow me. Do you think You know what I'm thinking, right?
With
Okay.
this, he was
Oh,
something else was going on.
well,
He
do
was on.
you
He was
think?
okay. I think what happened was he went out to
What?
the yard
Oh,
because he's
okay,
not.
but
He
wait.
been outside.
Oh, okay, but listen. Follow me with this. Do you
Okay,
think? No, because
somebody
he
was trying to
wanted to
get
get
him.
out, right? Now,
Hmm.
stay with that. He wanted to get out.
Right.
And I'm sure somebody listening probably think this too. But do you think he told some inmates say,
Stab me so I can get out. Oh my God. I hope not. That's crazy as hell. They ain't finna let, I mean, the only place you're gonna go is to the damn hospital. They ain't finna let your ass out nowhere because you done stabbed this shit. They could have killed you.
dangerously? Do you really
Um,
think? Are you following me with that?
yeah.
In
I
that
mean,
scenario?
somebody
Okay.
could. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But I doubt if that's what the fuck he did. Because he's been saying low all this time. And I mean, it seems like something that one of the reasons why he hasn't been trying to go outside to the yard in the first place is
Okay.
because somebody has been after his ass.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure many inmates, but I just think he's like, hey brother, I want you to stab me tonight so I can get out.
So I can get out. But yeah, they ain't gonna get him out of prison because somebody done stabbed him too. We're gonna leave your ass right on. We're
He's
gonna take
like,
you to
I'm
the hospital, bring
free.
you right
I'm
on back.
free. But
To go down the street.
but then the local police and state penitentiary, they're like, yeah, bro. But when you heal up, you're gonna get right
You
back
gonna
in
bring your
here.
ass back in here, right? Either that or they finna put him somewhere. Finna put him
Somewhere, yeah.
into a private jail now.
Yeah, solitaire. Yeah, solitaire
Mm-hmm.
confinement kind of thing. Yeah. In a
He'll
private
end up.
cell.
Mm-hmm. They finna put him in a
Hmm.
private something because he worth too much
Yeah.
money for them.
But
Something happened to them.
that's
That's
just
their
me.
asses.
That's just me. But yeah.
That's why it didn't
Yeah.
happen to R. Kelly or anybody else that's been in there that's got some money up on them
Hmm.
because they something happened to them folks while they on them people watch. They in for hell.
Yeah, but like with R. Kelly, I heard he's still writing music. In prison, like,
Mm-hmm.
and even some inmates are trying to give him songs, like writing about their lives, so they can give to him to sing it. Like he's really making music
Mm-hmm.
in the jail cell, like
They've been
trying to
doing it.
make up songs. Yeah, but don't know how to
I
write.
would.
But
I wouldn't be
inmates are
surprised
writing
if he ain't
for
got
him.
a whole motherfucking studio in there with him.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. The boy's creative. He's very
You know
creative.
they will get it.
Hmm.
They will give it to him. They know
But
he ain't trying to beat nobody with an instrument.
but Tory Lanez has said a lot about Megan Thee Stallion, and one of my cousins,
Right.
shout out
That's
to
why I'm
my,
like, you think they got
yeah,
something to do
yeah,
with the fact that why he got stabbed?
and see, my cousin, he is such a Megan Thee Stallion fan. He loves her. He thinks she's the sexiest thing in hip hop, as tall as she is and everything. Beautiful girl.
Mm-hmm.
But Megan Thee Stallion, she has really been telling her story since it happened. She's been in tears. She's been trying to get her mental self going with this, trying to understand the process and why she feels like the devil is coming for her at all times. She's always watching her back and stuff. She's doing
He's claiming
things
that ain't have
the
nothing to do
for
with him. It
herself.
was somebody else that was out there
Right.
with them that did that. She
Yeah.
didn't say. I
Yeah.
don't think she said that though. I don't
Yeah,
think
she
she said that
didn't.
there was anybody else out there.
But she just thinks like the momentum of it all, how it elevate all of this. And now, some people are trying to, want you to judge sides, if it's, you team Megan or you team Tory. And to me, you just don't random shoot a girl because of
Right.
this and stuff like that
Right.
in
That's
her
why I was like,
foot.
what happened?
Right. And even the people that was in the car with him was saying, well, I know, well, it was a girl that was riding with them, and she said,
Mm-hmm.
well, it just got to an argument, an altercation where he just took his gun, she said it was like an accident, like he shot her in the foot. It wasn't intentional. It's just an accident, kind of thing. And then somebody said it was intentional because of how the altercation went down. And that's when she got out of the car and you saw her limping with a bloody foot. And yes, medics had to be called and everything. And she only told her side, and he's only telling to his own side. But still, Torres just trying to be who he is as this rapper that was coming up in the game, trying to be bigger than
Right.
close in that level, like
None of his songs
somewhat
was
with
talking about
Kendrick
killing and
Lamar.
shooting people. It was almost always lovey-dovey shit.
Yeah, yeah. But him, some people just thought, he, according to what somebody said that knew him, they said he has a very large ego. It's just large, and he tries to use that on people. Like, and Megan ain't about that. Don't put your ego on me as if you're so entitled to saying this and this about me. And then that's how the altercation went down. And she felt some type of way, you know even though in his circumstance, can't say that karma definitely played a part, got him put in prison, because jurors saw it different. And yeah, you got to do time,
Right.
my guy. So
You
you got
so
to do
saw that
time.
different.
Yeah, you got to do time for that. Can't be shooting people in the foot just
He said he
because.
didn't shoot her in the damn foot. He didn't shoot her at
Yeah.
all.
He's been saying that, but
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
they also said that they ain't got no evidence that the gun that she got shot with that they found got
I
his
heard that
handprints
too.
on there or nothing either. So who the fuck
I
shot her?
I heard that too. So I
That
mean,
is
I
crazy.
don't know. I don't know, but I guess
Well,
the
I'm
jurors
hoping,
looked at it different.
right? I'm hoping that he gets out of this hospital junk soon and recovers. Y'all
Hmm.
stay out of harm's way, please. The jails and stuff
Yeah,
ain't meant to rehabilitate no one. They're not there to actually help us do anything. It's there for chaos and a death sentence, literally.
right.
Because I don't understand how all of this stuff is happening in jail. Like, this is crazy. You shouldn't be in there fighting with other folks and stuff. That's not what you're in there for.
Hmm.
You in time out. You already in trouble. So why is you making more
Hmm.
trouble?
Hmm. He trying to be free.
Right.
He said, "Stab me so I can leave."
And y'all done stabbed the hell out of this man. And I
Uh-huh.
got him in critical condition. That means you did. That wasn't just one stab. There was several stabs.
Yeah, and I believe that because he has this ego. It's an ego. He's egotistical man that just believe I'm this and I'm that. And see, some of these inmates ain't feeling that. I don't think they were feeling him like that. And see, it
That's
got
why he
out,
ain't been outside.
and he got stabbed because they sick of him.
The first time he didn't took his ass
Yeah.
outside.
Mm-hmm.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, prayers for the family. Prayers up for him because I wouldn't wish that on anybody. If the Lord ain't the person who
Yeah.
taking you out, I don't feel that is right.
Yeah. All,
We
all
got to
jokes
stop trying to take
aside.
God's hands,
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
God's
All jokes
doings
aside. Yeah.
in
We
our
gotta we
hands.
gotta be serious about it. Yeah.
Right? Because that ain't cool. That's
Yeah.
not your job to be taking somebody else's life. If the Lord wanted the person dead, believe you me, He know how to make you
Mm-hmm.
unalive. You don't wake
Mm-hmm.
up, okay?
Mm-hmm. And the person who
So
did the stabbing is gonna get more time.
exactly.
Staying in prison longer. That now they're gonna look at
That
you
you
and
sat there
say
and did
you
that,
do
right?
more
Like
years.
you right, because you a menace to society. Even in here as
Right.
being locked up, you still harming people. No,
Mm-hmm. Now you're dangerous. Can't be
right?
around nobody. Makes sense. Makes a
Mm,
whole
mm,
lot of
mm, mm.
sense. But yeah, but all jokes aside, yeah, that's a serious situation. So
Yeah,
yeah, pray
it
pray
is.
for his healing.
Right.
Hopefully it gets better.
He's here in
Yeah.
California at a hospital. Now they don't try to run y'all out there and trying to do
Right. Can we see
it.
Tori?
Right? No, you can't see Tori. Let's pray for him on the outside.
Yeah.
Um.
Plenty of security on that floor.
Okay. Okay. We appreciate you guys for coming in. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's show. It went a little bit faster. Thank you
Woohoo!
so much. Daybreak sometime. I need somebody to talk to.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, we got this.
Yes.
We got this.
It has made it to 11:45. All right, we are here. We want to make sure we thank all of our people for being here. All of you people there, all of the people on the lives. Daybreak, give it up for my Daybreak.
Yay!
Give it up
Thanks
for
for coming,
her.
everybody.
Give it up
Thanks
for
for
Meta
listening.
Horizons. Give it up for all of y'all, okay? And we will be
Yes.
back here same time, same place tomorrow. And tomorrow's evening show will be live and outside as well. So make sure y'all tune in. Get some more people to subscribe. If you ain't inside of here, you can always catch us on the lives, okay? Check it out on VRU.life or VRU Life Films on Twitch and YouTube, as well as get on the Oculus app, okay? Download the Oculus Meta Quest app onto your phone.
Yes.
Download Meta Horizon Worlds and bring yourselves on in on your phone or on your VR headset. We would love to see you, and thank you so much. And again, y'all know what y'all tuned into. Hot 102.
102.3.
Yeah!
Let's
I'm talking about.
go.
Oh, I'm talking about. Gary.
Yay.
Yes, what's your day look like?
I probably won't be doing much because my dad, I think he had an appointment tomorrow, but I'll probably be on tomorrow. Yeah,
Okay.
after
All right.
take him in the doctor's appointment tomorrow. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you come in here tomorrow with us, just what's I gonna say? Let me know. I'll make sure I'll be looking out for you. And if you got some stuff you want to talk about, some topics you running into that you've seen as you roaming around, even big screen, any of that stuff.
Okay,
come with it. Let me know.
Sure.
They don't know nothing about what's happening over there, so we can talk about that too.
Yeah, and Friday I sent 95th and you a message. I didn't know if y'all got it because I was doing stuff for my parent, my mom, on Friday, and I was gonna get on, but since I got home late and it was around, was it 2 o'clock when I got home? And I knew it probably been too late for y'all, so y'all probably off around then. But since I sent a message through my Oculus app, and I don't know if y'all got it. Yeah,
I probably didn't, because that thing don't pop up on my phone all the time.
And you know what? It errored out. It said something went wrong.
Went wrong.
Yeah. And I was
We've
like,
been doing that lately.
Like, what's going on? So I could not send a message to y'all.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it does. So
That's
text me
weird.
on IG or
Okay, IG. Okay.
I'm gonna text you on IG and give you my phone number, so that way you can text me when you're coming in and out. Whatever, and I can tell you where we are.
Good. Great. Yeah, because I can do that, and sure, I can. Yeah, you could just send me a message, and I can let you know. You know, like when I'm on or whatever, because I know my time is much earlier than y'all's time. So, but yeah, I can definitely do that. But once his appointment's over in the morning, then I can get on around that time. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sure thing.
That works for me.
Sure thing. Okay.
That works for me, lovey. Yes, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Got karaoke today at 5. So I'm gonna get back in and deal with that this evening. So if you're doing anything in between time, in the meantime, let me know and I'll come pop up on you.
Okay.
All right, lovey.
Cool. All right. Well, you have a good one.
You too.
One time, to the beat, one time. To the beat, one
Tomorrow, y'all. Tomorrow.
time.
Right back here, right?
Jump on the mic,
Bye.
we got the riffing. Shot going out, my name is Pat Flynn.
Start my life in the age of 8. We started fighting, celebrate straight. We skipped from 8 to the age of 9. Made the girlie morning wine and say jumping. At the age of 10, jump on the mic like Eminem, I say listen. When I was 11, started